Welcome to the My Big Campus Schoolwork and Bundles course. In this first video, we're just going to look at schoolwork so that we get the big picture and we're comfortable with the layout. So let's go ahead and get started with that. From my activity feed, I'm going to click on Schoolwork in the left-hand column, and this is the page that I see when I get there. Only teachers can create schoolwork, students cannot. So when a student goes to their schoolwork page, it looks a little bit different than this. In particular, they don't see these 4 icons up at the top, but a teacher does. So let's go through those 4. The first one says schoolwork, and what it shows me underneath there are all of the assignments that I've created. If I've assigned them to a group, I can search just for assignments in that group. So if I want to look for all the schoolwork assignments that are associated with this class, I can select that, and I see the one that I've created. If I had done more, they'd be there too. I can also see at a glance some really important information about that. I can see the title. I can see what type of schoolwork it is. If there's any assignments that I need to go in and grade, total number of submissions, and my class average. The other thing that I can do here is by clicking on the title of the assignment, I get options to edit the assignment. That would be where I add questions or standards. I can see assignees, so this is where I would assign it to another group or a specific student. I can duplicate the assignment, so it's possible that I want to duplicate this and reassign it just to a few kids, or I want to duplicate it and edit it. How many I need to grade, so in this case I don't have any, but if I did, there would be a number there. And finally, I could delete the assignment. Let's look at the second icon now, needs grading. So if I click on that, I see all of the assignments that have at least one submission that needs grading. So you can see in this fractions quiz, 3 people have submitted it, but I still need to finish grading 2 of them. Let's look at the next one, assigned to you. Remember, as a teacher, you can create and assign schoolwork, but you can also play the other side of it, and you could be a student in somebody else's class, like this class, for instance. Your schoolwork icon shows you all the assignments that you've created and can assign, but the assigned to you icon shows you all of the assignments that you need to do. So you're in somebody else's class, they create schoolwork, they assign it to you. This is where it shows up for a teacher. For a student, they don't have any of those icons across the top. The only thing that they see are assignments that have been assigned to them. Next icon, academic reports. This is something that we're not going to go into in this class. We're going to go into this in our next schoolwork class called Unpacking Schoolwork. This is a really powerful feature where you can track your students' progress towards learning targets over time, like Common Core standards. And if you're interested in learning more about that, then go ahead and sign up for that next Unpacking Schoolwork class. But I'm going to go back to my schoolwork icon, and we're going to look at a couple of the other things around the side. I can easily search for a schoolwork assignment if I know the name and don't want to browse for it. I can create a new schoolwork assignment here. We'll cover that in more detail in a later video. Scrolling down, I can import questions from ExamView. I can export grades to PowerSchool. I can also see assignments that I've recently created, as well as assignments that have recently been submitted to me. So that's the big overview tour of schoolwork. And let's go ahead and review. Teachers can create schoolwork assignments, but students cannot. Staff members can be the owner of a group, which means that you're like the teacher in that group and you can assign schoolwork to your students. Or you could be the student in the group, like you are in this class, and you can have schoolwork assigned to you. And finally, the academic reporting feature of schoolwork allows teachers to track student progress on Common Core state standards, as well as the content standards that we already have, and district-specific standards that might get added into My Big Campus. So that's it for this lesson. We'll see you in the next video where we talk about creating and assigning a quiz.